All right. So it's good that you guys are from Africa because I always meet like a lot of Africans, and they always say Black Americans don't know where they come from, like all the time. And I'm like, yo, bro, why you like? Where does this come from? Why did it? Where does this statement come from?
That's true. And at the moment, something interesting is happening in Ghana, where the president it's actually giving chance to people outside Ghana to come and have free citizenship. So it's a way to attract you people back to Ghana. So we wish that.
That's our root, but we're not from. But we're not from Africa.
You're from Africa.
Why do you think we're from Africa?
Oh, you know the slave trade.
Huh?
The white people brought you guys as a slave, and your ancestors, lived there.
That's not true.
What's the difference between you and me now?
Know about slavery, but few discuss paper genocide. We did not all come from Africa, and most of us have Aboriginal roots that were stripped away due to reclassification and miseducation. As a native Black American and a member of the Muskogee Creek Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. If you want to learn how to trace your genealogy and apply for tribal citizenship, go to nativeblackancestry.com to schedule a consultation.
They don't want you to remember this. You not no slave, you indigenous. Fuck how they painted them Indians. You went to war with the French and the British, man. Quite frankly, you was kings, Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners, raised up the children to worship their images, set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them, and this shit get way deeper than your pigment.
All right. Let me get some feathers in the chat if you can hear me loud, crisp, and clear. And we'll go ahead and get this party started. We got Africans with good intentions, still kind of, sort of showing their ass and talking reckless. What did these Africans just say? The white man brought you to America as a slave. No, Playboy. Most of us have Aboriginal roots, for one. For two, you know how the African is quick to talk reckless and disrespectful, talking about the white man brought us here as a slave, but they neglect to acknowledge their role in the transatlantic slave trade, right? It's called a trade, motherfucker. It wasn't a mass invasion. The white man never snuck into Africa and stole Africans. Africans freely captured their fellow African and sold them to Europeans as slaves for trinkets. Absolute trinkets, mirrors, gunpowder, the most frivolous of things. And they expect us to fall for their year of return, come back and get free citizenship scams. No, y'all just want our American dollars over there in your shithole third world country.
So it's a way to attract you people back to Ghana. So we wish that.
That's our root, but we're not from Africa.
You're from Africa.
Why do you think we're from Africa?
Oh, you know the slave trade.
Huh?
The white people brought you guys as a slave, and your ancestors, lived there.
That's not true.
What's the difference between you and me now?
The difference. What's the difference between me and you?
Yeah.
All right, the difference is I'm mixed with a lot of different things. You're from Africa. You're strictly from Africa.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mixed with a lot of different things. I have a lot of different bloodlines, lineages inside of me. Yeah. So at the same time, also, I know my history when it comes down to documentation of where my lineage is. Yeah. You have it. A lot of you guys don't know how far can you go back in your lineage?
Yeah, we can.
No, yeah. You can't. I'm gonna tell you why you can't. Because the census.
Yeah.
Like Africa never.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the census. The United States created their first census in 1790. A lot of these Africans don't even have birth certificates that predate the 1960s. A lot of these Africans can't tell you who their great-great-great-great-grandparent is, but I presented official findings to a genealogy client earlier today, and we were able to trace her genealogy to the 1700s. Goddamn. Let's talk about it. These Africans are quick to tell us where we come from, but they ain't even got no paperwork on themselves. All of them running around saying their birthday is January 1st because they don't even know what day they were born. They keep no records.
Never documented the people that were in Africa. So a lot of people, no.
Yeah.
So Ghana's first census was in 1891. Type in America's first census. It's good educational. Yeah. USA's first census. So your first census, or when your government documented your parents' parents, was in 1891. Okay. The first time they ever did it. Census.
Yeah.
1790. So when we sit down and say, like, what makes you different? It's like, well, I got documentation that goes all the way back to 1790 about where my lineage has been. You guys stop at 1891.
But that is just like 100 years difference.
About
100 years difference.
But that makes a lot.
Yeah, but looking at your population and all that, and looking at Ghana, we're just around 30 million, and looking at US, I guess you around 150 plus million, and all that, So it means, looking at the time we started, we have even done well, because we are not that much. So if you
No, you guys have not done well. We're not going to allow you to try to twist the numbers, twist the narrative. So this African is trying to say, well, the US has a larger population than Ghana, so we're doing pretty good considering our population is so small. But they're not acknowledging that Ghana is one out of dozens of African countries on a whole African continent. Y'all have a whole continent that's yours, that you have been on for thousands of years since the beginning of time. And you're going to try to say, well, but Ghana has 30 million and the US has 100 million. What are you talking about? You guys have billions of Africans on your whole African continent. Stop it. Stop the deflection. I don't want to hear it.
Want to do a raw estimation without conducting a proper census with that population in 1890, I think that was good. But look at the US, there are a lot of you.
Yeah.
A lot of you. So if the first one started in 1790 and you guys did not actually conduct any proper census till then, it means that,
I mean, there are people who are past who are not documented.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And although the first United States Census was in 1790, they have been reclassifying Black Indians into African and Negro and other misnomers since 1682. Guys, Virginia passed 2 acts in 1682 that combined Native Americans and Africans into one category, Negroes. Wait a minute, hold up. If they're reclassifying Native Americans as Negroes in 1682, then that tells us a couple of things, doesn't it? I think that definitely tells us a couple of things. For one, if we're supposed to believe that the American Indians look like this, look like some Asiatic Mongols, right? Some Jackie Chan looking motherfuckers, right? If they look like Jet Li, then how do you reclassify Jet Li into a Negro and lump him into the same category of as an African? You can't do that. Their phenotype is vastly different. It's not going down. But if the American Indian looks like this, oh, I could see how you can reclassify this into an African. Yeah, I can see how you can reclassify her into an African. She got some melanin, phenotype a little similar with the wide nose or whatever, but you can't reclassify this into an African. You can't label this a Negro. So what does that tell us? One of two things. The American Indians were richly melanated, i.e., Black folks, for one. For two, if we're going to look throughout the historical text, I'm not even going to get to that one. I'm going to save that one for a later day. I'm going to save that gem for the folks that schedule the one-on-one personalized genealogy consultations with me. But guys, this tells us one of two things. They're reclassifying Native Americans into Negroes in 1682. If you're going to do that, then the phenotype of the American Indian must have been a Black person. If you're going to lump them into the same group as an African, for one. For two, if the U.S. Census, the first one was 1790, and they're reclassifying us in 1682, that means they were reclassifying us for damn near 100 years before the first census even came out. Do the math, guys. They're reclassifying us with Negro misnomers in 1682. First U.S. Census is until 1790. So that tells us that even the first U.S. Census is erroneous. It's bullshit. 90 plus years of racial reclassification before they even start taking count. And that's why, for any of you that have visited my new website, nativeblackancestry.com, the first thing I show you on the homepage is a timeline of the racial reclassification of Native Black Americans. 1492, they start calling us Indian. 1682, they start calling us Negro. 1851, they start calling us colored. 1960, they label us Black. 1988, we become African American. Oh, yes. It gets deep. It gets deep.
Before the 1790,
Yeah.
what was happening?
Yeah.
People were living.
Yeah.
Where did that people came from?
All right, first of all, let's just clarify something. So the statement that you say is, go back to your roots. You know, you're from Africa. So can we agree that they say everybody in the world is from Africa?
No, that's not true.
It's not.
Yeah,
So it's not.
it's not true that everybody in the world is from Africa.
Not
But
everybody.
most black people are from Africa
Why is it only specific to black people?
because most Africans are black.
Yeah, but does that mean that all black people are
No,
African?
most. It's not all black people, but I mean there is a lineage to that.
Yeah. Lineage.
Yeah, there is a lineage to that.
But-
Right, because most black people are seen to come from Africa.
But why do they always assume that Americans are from Africa?
Not particularly Americans. You know, we have Americans who are white,
European Americans.
European American. You see how you are African American.
No, I'm black American.
but you know, I think it's basically because of your color.
So the color.
The color, because that can be traced back from Africa.
Not
But
true.
All in all, I think if you look at the history of what we call the continental plates and all that,
Yeah.
once in time we were all together.
Pangea.
Yeah, we're all together. So whether you're from Africa, you're from where, that history tells us that we're all within a specific geographic location until time that we all actually
Separated
were
off.
separated and all that.
I like the point that you made. You said the color, because we can all understand that this is a mutation because of the sun and the rays. It gave us more melanin, right? But in America, we have Nevada, which is a desert as well, and California, which is very hot as well. Miami, which is very hot as well. A southern side of America, which can also mutate people.
Yeah, these Africans are tripping. These Africans are tripping. Oh, Lord, these Africans are tripping. And Twin says, y'all are tripping. You shouldn't care if they like you or not. The point is not that we care whether or not they like us. The point is that a people who some of us have been brainwashed into thinking we had some kind of shared lineage with, people who we've given billions of dollars to through Save the Children, We Are the World, Red Cross, White Rice Foundation type shit that we've been doing since the 80s. And it's just surprising to learn that they have such disdain for us, that they try to publish such thwarted versions of our history, that these Africans have fled to Europe and they're in Europe publishing misinformation about us, talking about all of us come from Africa. All of us were slaves that the white man brought over. Oh, you have black skin, so that means that you have to be from Africa. Well, then why do I have Spanish paintings of Indians at California missions and I see black people here? Before the transatlantic slave trade, we have Spanish conquistadors documenting black folks in the Americas. But these Africans are in Europe talking about we all come from Africa. So again, we don't care like that. It's just weird. And it's something that we have to stay cognizant of, because a lot of these Africans, if they're not fleeing to Europe, they're fleeing to America. And when they flee to America, they cosplay as us. We just did a whole live stream last week about an African YouTuber who has a whole business selling courses and packages, trying to teach people, trying to teach African migrants how to cosplay as Black Americans. And y'all know me as the king of receipts, so let me run that receipt one time.
Specific video, I'm actually going to teach you how to speak hood. This is part 2. The first phrase is, what it do. What it do. That's how you would say it. The emotion of anger. I'm going to give you a couple of phrases that conveys the emotion of anger. Sweet. That's all you is, boy. You sweet. You sweet, boy. What's good? Now in hood, the pronunciation would be, what's good? But then if I say, bro, you tripping, dog? My tone and my voice completely brings out a
Yeah, the point is our culture is under attack. African migrants are committing heinous crimes and trying to blend in into our demographic, our community, our culture. So if you don't know, now you know.
Skin based on. So when you say just because of the color, it's like Africa's they got Indians who have darker complexion than us. You know,
But
Caribbeans.
yeah,
But-
I think for
But to say that Black Americans are only from Africa is like wild.
It's not always true.
Yeah,
most
I know.
of them are from.
but
Now, there are
even the Black Indians, I think they can be traced back to Africa. Yeah.
no.
And now he just said Black Indians can be traced back to Africa. So it's not that we care, but as a Black Indian, I'm not going to let a fucking African who fled to his colonizer's kingdom throw dirt on my lineage. I'm not going to stand for that. I'm not going to let no goddamn bush baby in Europe chasing some flat ass European girls disrespect my culture and my ancestors. No, 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 no. And if you guys have yet to trace your genealogy, if you've yet to trace your family tree and do a thorough search for tribal affiliation, then hit me up. Go to the website, book a consultation, because when we trace our heritage, we find that most of us don't have no African roots.
He's knowledgeable about his information, about the American Indians, and how we change our classification over time and the different types of mounds and different rules from the French, from the British. If you want viable information, you want to really find out who in your lineage and who are the people you come from, I suggest going with Mike TV. His prices are affordable. He's not like some of these other people out here. I urge, go with Mike TV.
Yeah.
Even if see, I just want to claim everybody. Y'all just claiming everybody.
No.
So what about Elon Musk? Elon Musk is from Africa, right?
Yeah, he's from South Africa and he's an African.
Yeah. So where's his mutation? Where's his mutation? You don't got one. It's not fair.
He's from, for me personally, I believe that the origin of humanity is basically Africa. Yeah. From the biblical context, the Bible says that God created human beings from where? With the soil.
And here the Africans go with the out of Africa theory that the European created, by the way. It wasn't an African that created a theory that the whole world descends from Africans. Some European anthropologist, eugenicist created that theory. But notice something interesting, guys. These Africans aren't going to Europeans, forcing them to identify as African. Hey, you white man, don't you know your ancestor really came from Africa? So you need to call yourself an African European. No, they're not doing that. They're not going to the Chinaman saying, hey, do you know you guys really descend from us Africans? So you need to identify as African. They're not doing that. But we supposed to be African Americans.
Isn't it? Is the soil white?
I'm not getting. Listen.
Is it white?
I can't get into the Bible. I can't get into the Bible. The Bible says the guy has skin of bronze, hair of wool, and the guy on the picture is completely different. So I'm not getting into the Bible. We don't want to go back and forth with that. But all right. So come to Africa.
Yeah.
I don't see anything dope about going to Africa. It's a full continent. I think that if you want to get landscape, there's plenty of places around the world that have way better landscape, more opportunities, right? Yeah. If you go to America, you get tons of more opportunities, tons of more unique, colorful people. I understand the pride and the joy, but at the same time, when I look at Africa, I'm like, what's there?
Yeah. So
because you're in London right now, right?
Yeah. Let me put this across.
Basically, Africa is actually a nice place. Yeah. Africa is a very nice place, yeah.
Why are you not in Africa then?
Like the people there, like the way they relate to each other, like is it that there's a cordial relationship, like
family oriented?
Family oriented. No restrictions on relationships. Here you can't even get closer to someone without getting an issue.
But you out here trying to get the snow bunnies.
No.
He knows.
No, that's not what I meant.
In Africa, everybody you see is a brother. We can always have good chats. I mean, we always available.
Hey guys, riddle me this. Why are Africans always telling us how Africa is a nice place, but they're never living there? They're in America, they're in Europe, they're in China, they're in Canada, talking about Africa's such a cool place. It's not that bad though. Well, then why don't you want to be at home? Oh, a little bit of war, a little bit of famine, a little bit of rape, a little bit of slavery, a little bit of human trafficking, a little bit of genocide, a little bit of biological terrorism, you know, the basics. It's not that bad though.
Ourselves to have nice conversations. Whether we know you or we don't know you.
Yeah.
But when I first landed here, what you greet somebody, they don't respond.
Like fuck. And that a lot of frustration our relationship. Like you can't even get close to someone without getting an issue.
Why you keep staring at that girl over there?
I'm not staring at anyone.
He's like, yeah, well, fuck, no relationships. No.
I don't get like everything you do is an issue here.
Yeah.
You try to get close to someone, it's an issue. You try to talk to someone, it's an issue. Like, yeah, fuck that.
Apart from that, I think most of the things that are done here, from technology to
No, Lord, guys, I don't know if you guys missed that. Let me run that back a little bit.
Like everything you do is an issue here.
Yeah.
You try to get close to someone, it's an issue. You try to talk to someone, it's an issue. Like, yeah, fuck that.
apart from
Staring at that girl over there.
You can't even get close to someone without getting an issue.
Why you keep staring at that girl over there?
You hear that, y'all? You hear that? He said, why you keep staring at that girl over there? Why you keep staring? Guys, they worship white folks. He's on a YouTube, he's getting filmed, they doing a street interview, and these Africans can't keep their eyes off the white girls. You know why? Because it's in their DNA. Look at this shit, y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna try to make this nice and big for y'all to see this. Look at this shit. White man didn't sneak into Africa and steal no Africans. Africans worship the white man. Africans was like, oh, you want us to capture our people and give them to you? Word, bet. Look at this shit. They carrying this broad on a wagon, y'all. They carrying this broad on a wagon. Can I zoom in on this? Can y'all see this clearly? We got 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Africans freely under their own fruition carrying this grinning European chick through the bush. White worship. It's as African as fufu and jollof rice. And these images keep on coming. Apparently the white man really liked to be. Oh shit! I haven't seen this one. I have not seen this one yet. God damn it! That I've. Why did they have to show me this one? I did not need to see this one, y'all. They giving old boy a piggyback ride. Look at this shit. He giving the European man a piggyback ride. The proud African has a goddamn European on his shoulders, on his back. Hold on, y'all. I got to hyperimpose on this. I got to see if I can make this bigger. Is there any way we can make this image larger? I don't think there is, unfortunately. But y'all, this is wild. This is baffling. The white worship is on full display. He carrying a full-size white male on his shoulders. Oh my God. Africans love some white folks. And what I was just saying was that the Europeans really loved being carried in hammocks. Oh yeah, here we go. Here are the hammock photos, y'all. Here are the hammock photos. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Man's is chilling. Like, yeah, I like these Africans. They're like really docile, and I don't know, they just love us because we're white, dude. And they just fucking like give us shit and fucking all their gold and minerals and fucking carry us through the jungle, bro. I mean, these Africans are pretty chill, dude. These Africans are pretty chill. Oh my God. Man's got one leg out. Man's got one leg out. He big chilling. Africans, you got some explaining to do. You can't find a single fucking photo like this with a native Black American. We don't get down like this. Oh, man's was stretching his leg a little bit, okay? He said, let me kind of stand up and straddle the pole, pose for the picture one time. Oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. Yeah, this looked like man's from Jumanji. Oh, girl got a full hammock bed. Got a shade, little cabana thing popping. Okay. You Africans got some splaining to do. That white worship, y'all. What is it? What is it? I don't ever want to hear nobody complaining about a Black American dating a snow bunny, talking about we idolize white girls, because no, them Africans idolize white people. The most cooning and buffooning black American, NBA player, NFL player, dating all the snow bunnies. Hey, at least he ain't carrying the bra through the jungle on a hammock. There's levels to this shit.
I'm not saying nothing.
He's like, yeah, well, fuck, no relationships. No.
I don't get everything you do is an issue here.
Yeah.
You try to get close to someone, it's an issue. You try to talk to someone, it's an issue. Fuck.
Apart from that, I think most of the things that are done here, from technology to even things like chocolates and all that, most of the raw resources come from Africa.
Another question
why
then.
not stay closer to the source?
No, hey. No, but all right, if that's the case, everything, all the little details of everything we have comes from Africa.
Yeah.
So my question to you guys is, where is the African chocolate? Where's the African cell phone? If you have all of the minerals, you have everything you need to make the next iPhone, why don't you have one? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Don't be honest. Like, he's like, no, it's because.
The issue is, where is iPhone made?
iPhone's made in China.
The parts are made from different places around
Yeah.
the world. So the raw material come from Africa. That's what we
Yeah,
got.
but you guys have, like, let's say Congo. Congo is the most richest resources in the world. In Congo. Yeah, but still one of the most poorest countries in the world.
Yeah, I think we have an issue with that. I mean, it could be due to leadership, poor leadership. Yeah.
But at the same time, when I sit down and I meet a lot of Africans, they all say like, "Nah, Africa's amazing. The people are amazing." But why haven't you guys worked together to fix up the situation?
Poor leadership, I think. Yeah, that has gotten us to where we are now. Because if we have good leaders in Africa who think about their people, they could use the raw materials from there to develop the.
Here's something. What's one question you want to ask Black Americans? Good question.
Black.
Yeah. Why won't you come back to Africa and invest?
Because my perspective is,
oh my God, and they always got their hands out on some needy African shit. For $5 a day, you can fund this African village. Hey, this African village needs water. Hey, this African village, stop begging. The first thing he said is, why won't y'all come invest? Not come visit, not come try to see what their culture's about, but come give them fucking money. Invest is a nice way of saying, give us money. We promise you'll make a return on your investment, though. We're not African scammers. We promise.
you guys have a full continent, over 54 countries, and none of you guys can work together to make anything financially sustainable. The most successful country in Africa, besides Nigeria, having the most richest black man in the world, is South Africa. But that's predominantly dominated by white people, you know? So why come back to a civilization that don't even have their own situation fixed up to? You'll be wasting resources. But you could do the same thing in America and keep building the same community that you already built.
Hey, Yusuf Ali says, thank God I'm not an African. Real talk, the more and more I learn about our culture, the more I thank God every day that I'm a native Black American. I wake up and I thank God every day. We have such a rich culture, a rich legacy. It's like we got a basement beneath our home, and whenever we want to, we can go in that basement and there's a treasure chest and we can just pull out new things. Every time we reach our hands in, we just pulling out new riches. I mean, just yesterday I discovered Kendrick's song off of GNX, his song, you know, if this world was mine, drop it like it's hot. Yep. So I discovered that was actually a sample, I think, from a Marvin Gaye song called If This World Was Mine. So then for the first time I get to hear this song, relish on our rich culture, our rich heritage, spanning back centuries. And I'm just like, damn, we're such a talented people. Everybody want to be like us, huh? Everybody want to act like a Black American, just like a Black American, talk like a Black American. Everybody want to get down with the get down. I wonder why. Why are we so influential?
You know? So when I look at Africa, I'm like, what's going on with y'all? Like, there's billions of y'all, a billion of y'all, and y'all still struggling to get it all together. And you have the most resources, the most beautiful land, the most beautiful culture. Why are the politicians messing up everything about your brand? So to go from America to go to Africa, knowing that the system is messed up for each and one of y'all, thus you guys are all in like other countries paying, I can't deal with this shit. I'll go back, but I can't deal with this shit. You know, so it's like, nah, For us to go to America, go to Africa would be losing our position in these higher positions. Would it make sense?
Yeah, sure.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah. But at least come and invest. Come back down and then invest. You
So we can get robbed and stolen, and
No, it's not like that over there.
a lot of people don't want to go to Africa because there were slaves that came from Africa.
For instance, in Ghana, if you are a foreign investor and you want to come there to invest, you are given tax exemption.
Tax exemption.
While citizenship, if you are a citizen there and you want to invest, you will be taxed.
So answer the question: who got the better ladies? Who got the better ladies? Is it better in Ghana or is it better out here in Europe? We know what he thinks already.
My name's Major Wright. I just got done with my consultation with Mike. If you trying to trace your ancestry, Mike is a good first step to go through. He's going to break it down to you, all 3 steps to get you what you need. And if you want somebody to maybe do the research for you, you pay that price and Mike can help you too. But yes, he will fill you up with knowledge that you never knew and give you all the things like those unanswered questions in your head throughout time. Talk to Mike, man. He's a great dude. I believe in Mike.
Yeah, but that's undoubtedly that is Africa.
Africa?
Yeah, Africa in terms of stature.
Yeah,
He don't believe you.
Oh,
He don't
I
believe you.
believe Anaguabri.
We got front, we got back, we got everything.
What don't they have out here?
Two spec.
They don't got back.
Nah,
They don't got
nah.
No, they don't. I'm telling you. In the UK, they don't got
in
back.
America.
No.
America, you don't.
Nah, what? In America, we got back.
Sure.
We know for having back.
Nah.
We know.
Bro, we're talking about Africa here. I've visited the ladies from South Africa, ladies, Tanzania ladies, Zambia, Zimbabwe ladies. How they look, how they are stature.
All right, hold on then. Fine. Then I need a C because we need a C because you're talking about America. We got the baddies. We got some baddies in America.
Oh, yeah, you do. But most of the people you're talking about can also be traced back to Africa.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see if it's recorded.
All right. Is America safe to live?
Yes.
You have your peace of mind?
Yes.
Because a lot of time we hear bad news.
Why is your African ass asking us if America is safe to live in? Do we have peace of mind when you're the one who had to flee your homeland to come to Europe? We're not the ones that are moving to Europe in mass. We're fine in our home. We ain't trying to leave. If I never get a passport, if I never visit anything that is not a state or U.S. territory, I would still be content. I would still have lived a great life. We have so much going for ourselves over here. But you got the nerve, you got the audacity to ask us if our country is safe when you're fleeing from yours. Got little kids hyped up on drugs with AKs butchering villages and shit. And you gonna ask us if it's safe over here?
In the news, like in a school, somebody can pick a gun, go to a school and then shoot. I mean,
That happens in Africa as well.
no,
What?
No,
Yes, they do.
no.
You have whole wars happening in Africa.
we don't
Yes,
do that.
Congo is in a whole war right now. It's
In
not.
Ghana,
Yes,
we don't have that in Ghana.
Not in Ghana. You have a whole place dedicated to slavery in Ghana. A whole place.
No, that was years.
All right, hold on.
back.
You say is America safe because you see a lot of different stuff, right?
Yeah.
This country was built over stealing, killing, and everything, and you're here. This whole country's history.
It's not
Right?
like that anymore.
What? The Queen just died. The Queen still holds control over a lot of your countries.
Yeah.
So this is the most dangerous place in Europe right now. This is.
No, yes.
Let me tell you some truth. In the United Kingdoms, they built up a business. These people are one of the leading people in the slave trade from Africa to UK. So you're in the home of the people who profited.
Even they colonized America.
Yeah,
These people.
but then they lost. They got kicked out. They got kicked out.
And they colonized your African asses as well. You guys were business partners with European. You guys ran a nice little racket called the transatlantic slave trade. You were equal partners. And then after the Europeans were done using you, they started to colonize pieces of Africa. Had a nice little Berlin conference. But I guess Africans don't understand their own history, huh?
Ghana, we kick them out. Yeah, we kick them out.
I don't know about that. No, I don't know about that. It sounds good. I'm just saying.
We kick them because we have Republic now.
All right.
Republic, then they got no shit in your business.
But yeah, America's safe. Like it's free.
No.
It's free. It's a real world.
See, a lot of
that's real life. You can die.
Yeah, everybody can die.
But you want to know something?
The rate in the US is quite high.
US is so huge. One of us.
So he's telling us the rate of the Africans are saying the shooting rates in the United States are too high when they have genocide every week in Africa. Whole villages getting lit up with AK-47s, bombed and all kinds of shit. And he's going to tell us the rate is what? Huh?
States is bigger than this country.
Yeah.
So like, what do we like? We have 50 states. They could all be countries. So it's a huge place. People die. That's what happens in the world. It's a real world. It's realistic. Here, you don't even have freedom of speech. You can't say whatever you want here. It's true. In America, you can. I can tell the cops and the police, fuck off, forget you, I don't care. I can tell the government and the president, I don't like you, you bald, you orange, all that stuff. You can't say that. You will get locked up. They can lock you up for anything here. In America, they can't. So which one is more safe? I'd rather live in a real reality than live in a fake reality.
But I think for me, as human beings, life is the most important thing. So if you're living in an environment like this here, since I've been here, I think this is one of the safest places that you can.
Just mind your business.
But you want to know something? All right, so how about this?
Of that nature. So I think this is the
Can we
best
talk about
place to
history?
be.
Let's talk about history. In Germany, they had the Nazis, right? Everybody felt safe until they started kicking through people's doors, saying, "Don't move, we're taking you," and that. In America, they can't do that. The government can't touch us unless, and if they do, they can. But if they do, we have the right to defend ourselves. We have the right to defend ourselves, but from anybody foreign or domestic. Out here, you don't. If the government wants to walk in your house right now and grab you out, you're out. They can't do that in America. I'd rather be 50-50, fair. It's me against everybody else. It's okay.
You have a point. Yeah, you have a point.
So I'm in the real jungle. You from Africa, but I'm in the real jungle. So yeah. What any question you want to ask Americans? You can ask anything, like anything. It doesn't matter. And I'm a Black American, so you can ask me anything. While they think, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Great conversation in the middle of Piccadilly Circus in London. You kind of forgot we was recording, right? Question.
Well, why don't you allow Africans to go into your country?
Why don't we allow Africans?
Moving from Africa to US is real hard thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Jesus Christ. So the first thing the African asked him is, why won't we come to Africa and invest, i.e. give them money? Now he's like, why does your country make it so hard for us to flee into America? These Africans are just so down bad, just so like we all have that family member who's just a leech, who just every time you see them call, they're going to ask for something. They need to borrow some money. Like, Africans just always have their hand out. Why can't you come invest in our country? And why can't we flee to your country?
You kind of forgot we was recording, right? Question.
Well, why don't you allow Africans to go into your country?
Why don't we allow Africans?
Moving from Africa to US is real hard thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Because Africans don't really like Black Americans.
You sure of that?
Yeah.
It's not true.
It is true. No, you know it's true. Don't lie.
You need to really defend that.
No. They don't. They feel like we entitled and we don't know where we come from and we're all ignorant rappers. Look, why you laughing then? You think all of us are ghetto and stuff?
Like Black Americans are brothers.
They
are brothers. When we see Black Americans, like we've seen you, we're having the conversation. It's nice meeting you. Though you are from America.
Well, you want to say Africa? You want to claim so bad you're from Africa. You're from
you see, we are having a nice time together. So it's not like we don't like Black Americans. We like you. You're brothers.
No, you probably like me because I'm a cool person. I'm chill. But
always like Black Americans.
But also in another thing is comes down to optimization. If Africa, this is just my thought. If Africans have over 2 billion people living there and they still haven't built a successful society, what are they going to do when it comes to America?
No, Africa is not seen as one. We have 54, 55 countries in Africa.
But that's even worse.
We are not together.
54.
So if you classify Africa as we've not been able to, we have different.
Then if that's the case, right? If that's the case, then why do you always refer to Africa as one big thing? It's okay.
No, Africa is not one big thing. We have different countries.
So what?
He caught him. The African admits they have no sense of unity. But then Adonis asked them, well, why do you always refer to Africa as one thing? The African said earlier, why don't we come to Africa and invest? He didn't say, why don't we come to Nigeria? Why don't we go to Ghana? Why don't we go to Sudan? Why don't we go to Morocco? He said Africa, like it was just one big Wakanda. But then on the same breath, they're going to admit, hey, they have no sense of unity. So guys, until Africans can become Pan-African, we don't need to be.
What do you think is the most successful country in Africa?
Ghana?
Yeah. Overnight, you know he lying. Over Nigeria, over South Africa.
Nigeria, they don't have electricity. they always,
all right, answer this question.
They have to buy generators to survive.
Let me answer this question. Why? Hold on. Go ahead, bro. Keep it moving. Answer this question. Why does all Africans give Nigerians the most shit? Like every African I meet, they always say something bad about Nigeria.
They
say loud or something.
No, some time ago, Nigeria was better place. Most Ghanaians moved to Nigeria to live their lives there, but they drag Ghanaians out. They drag all the Ghanaians out of the country. But now Nigerians are moving in Ghana. They want to live in Ghana now.
Yeah, back in Ghana, I was in Accra, and I have a lot of friends from Nigeria. Yeah, and most of the businesses in Accra are owned by Nigerians.
Ghanaian currency is better than the Nigerian currency. If you have little Ghanaian cities.
So why are you in London? Why are you not in Ghana?
No, we are not here.
Cities.
We are not here to claim anything. Yeah, we are here to learn. Take it back to Africa.
You're not going back. He's not going back.
They always do this lie. They always claim that they're fleeing to Europe, they're fleeing to America to send money back to Africa or one day return to Africa. No, stop it. Maybe you visit once every few years. Stop it. And Casey, I'd have to disagree with you. Casey says the only time they have unity is when they have anti-Black American views. No, I would wholeheartedly disagree, Casey. I think there's 2 times that they have unity. The first is when they have anti-Black American views, and the second is when they carry in that European in unison, okay? Is when in unison all together now, they carry in the European through the African bush, through the swamp and the lakes and the deserts and shit on fucking hammocks. This is some African unity if I've ever seen it. This is some African unity, y'all. Lord, oh Lord, these Africans are being Pan-African when it comes to carrying the white man. This is the only time I've seen them all together now. Let's talk about it, y'all. This is wild. These people have the audacity to try to tell us where we're from? Huh?
Yeah, look at this guy. He's not going back.
Why do you think we are not going?
You're not. Look at him.
In fact, I'm waiting for leadership in Africa, specifically in Ghana, to improve.
Look, that's never gonna happen. He knows it.
That's a fact. Yeah,
He's not going.
He's not.
I'm going back.
Say it again.
He's not going back, but I'm going back. I'm going back to Ghana.
Yeah, for vacation.
No, I love to live. I'll be coming here for vacation.
No, you are.
In Ghana, I don't have to put on all the.
You know you love it out here. So many opportunities. Great. Do you do stuff like this in Ghana? No.
On the street,
On the
people are
street?
always on the street doing this.
Okay.
Don't
Look, he's like, nah, he lied.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, true, true. Yeah, people on the street.
All right, last and final question.
I mean, it's just nice having this time with you. That's what I.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right.
What's your name?
My name is Adonis, like the Greek god.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. All right. Last question. Oh, so last thing I do, right?
Yeah.
You remember when you were younger? When you was younger and you didn't really believe in yourself as much as you are now? You weren't really as smart, or you didn't have that many.
Oh damn! This is always the most awkward part of the video. Adonis asked them if they could like talk to their younger selves or something, and these Africans just aren't very creative. They just kind of lack. Okay. I think community guidelines prohibits me from saying what I really want to say, but let's just say they're not that imaginative.
Friends, and you were a little bit shy and a little insecure. Now that you're older, I want you to look at the camera and give yourself the advice that you wish somebody gave to you when you were younger. You know what I mean? But you're speaking to yourself. Only you know yourself. Only you know how to talk to yourself. So
look at how uncomfortable they just got. Look at how uncomfortable, y'all. They're like, oh wait, hold on. I have to wait, you want me to have pride? Wait, hold on. You want me to have self-worth? Look at their expressions, y'all. Look at it. I'm gonna mute it and just peep the body language. They're like, oh shit, oh damn. Interesting. Yeah.
So I want you one by one, grab the mic. Okay, you have to give yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I was having some technical difficulties there. Let me get some fists and feathers in the chat if you can hear me loud, crisp, and clear. Come on.
Be honest.
Start from here.
Nah, you're the most confident.
Okay, all right.
You're not going back to Ghana.
All right.
You're not going back to Ghana. Here, take it.
Can you repeat the question?
It's not a question. You are standing in a younger version of you when you were a child, when you were insecure, you were scared, a little bit shy. You didn't know many people. You didn't have that many friends.
Yeah.
You are older now. Now you have to look at yourself and give yourself advice. You know?
Yeah.
Only you know yourself.
I told you guys it does not compute. They cannot comprehend. They're like, wait, hold on. So I'm gonna pretend that I'm my younger, but I'm older, and I'm gonna give advice to my younger. Wait, what? Huh? It does not compute. This is a high level exercise for them. This is a high IQ exercise for them.
So speak to the younger version of you and give it advice. Be honest though.
Okay. Wait. Let's start from here. Who's your?
Bro, why are they so uncomfortable? You would think he just asked them to freestyle a rap song or to sing the national anthem. Like, why are they so uncomfortable doing this simple, rudimentary exercise? This just highlights their lack of creativity. And no, I don't want to get a community guideline strike. I'll just leave it there.
Ready? Yeah.
Why are you scared?
No, I'm not.
I don't know. I don't know why he's scared. Yeah. All right. So any white bright guy out there, anything that you are doing, any dream that you are purchasing, give it all of you. Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on, y'all. I got confused for a second. I said, "Is he speaking African language now, or is he speaking English still?" Thank God Adonis put the subtitles on. Y'all, he's speaking English. I just don't understand why he started becoming like incoherent and mumbling and shit. That was wild.
I don't know why he's scared. Yeah. All right. So any white bright guy out there, anything that you are doing, any dream that you are purchasing, give it all of you. Yeah. Although the struggles will come, the challenges will come, but don't give up. Just make sure that you are giving all your best. Keep on holding on to your dreams. One day, I never dreamt of being here. today, but here I am today. Yeah. So just keep on your dreams. Just hope for the better. Keep pushing on, and things will get better for you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. This is Christopher here in London, Leicester Square. Yeah, one thing I would like to say is that keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. Last time when I was young, I told myself that I would live in US. Now here I am, I'm in London.
Guys, and you don't understand. These Africans really want to flee to the United States. The number one destination for these migrants is the United States. But when they can't get in or they don't have enough money, they settle for the UK. So he's like, once I was little and I dreamed I can be the US, but now I'm in London. So, it's still white bitches.
Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. Last time when I was young, I told myself that I would live in US. Now here I am, I'm in London. And I'm still dreaming that I'll live in US one day. So keep dreaming, keep believing in yourself, work hard, and you'll get there. All right.
Bro, I can never imagine living life wishing I lived in a different country. Like having a goal and my life's goal is to live in a foreign land. I just can't. I just not what?
Yeah, so for me, I think one in most okay. Yeah, so for me, I think the most important thing that I've come to realize is that our actions do have consequences. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think the last dude was the same dude who was complaining about how the U.S. makes it so hard to immigrate. He was the one talking about why does your country make it so hard for Africans to come? And then we ask him to say something inspirational, and he's like, "If I had one wish, I could live with you, cosplay, do what you do. I could talk just like you if I had one wish."
Kind of meaning for this specific phrase. Now you was tripping, dog. You tripping, dog. Yeah. Yeah, boy.
I pay for therapy because my thoughts tear me. They keep on dragging me. I pay for tips, they scatter me. I cannot barely sleep, or even I cannot hold on without you.
Yeah, basically the Newton's third law to every action that is equal and opposite reaction. So whatever you're doing or whatever you're doing today, there are consequences for it. That's nothing free. And
You're doing good. Believe in yourself.
I just do it. I want to. I think. Okay, I'll take it again. I hope it's.
Oh, hello. Yeah, this is Isaac. Growing up, I always wanted to impact the world. I wanted always to share my knowledge with people, learn new things, new culture, and then share it. And that is what I'm currently living in now. I'm living in my dream. So what I want to tell you is never give up. Never ever give up in your dreams. Right? One day you're gonna make it. Right?
Okay, let me take it in. I don't know why.
What the Africans are trying to say is when I was little, I ate bush meat. Now I eat beans and toast. Yes. What the Africans were trying to say is when I was little, I took showers with cow pee, and now I am in Europe eating European pussy.
Okay. All right. So for me, I think the key thing is the Newton's third law that to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Our actions do have consequences. Whatever you do, and definitely do have effects in the future. So everything you're doing now matters. because your future is a sum total of whatever you're doing today. So don't just do things for just doing sake. Do them because that you have a purpose for it. Do it because you intend to achieve something with it. Don't do it because others are doing it. Focus on what works really well for you, and believe in yourself. There's a God inside you. Don't let anybody tell you that you cannot do it. You can do it. Just believe in yourself. Believe in the God inside you, and you get there.
My name is Frances Tuck, and I contacted Mike from Mike TV on YouTube because I wanted to find out about my family's Native American history that I believed existed. Through the research that I was able to do through Mike TV, I was able to find out that our name is indeed on the registry. I had a consultation with Mike today, and because of his advice and the research that he has done, I am now confident that I'm able to find my family's roots in the Native American History database. Thank you, Mike.